Great news! Singapore will be opening its borders to tourists coming in from New Zealand and Brunei. But before you book your flight and your accommodation and hop on that plane to get here, here are a couple of things that you need to know and do so that you're all ready and prepared once you get here. Coming up in this video. As we get started, a couple of things to take note. The contents of this video covers only inbound flights into Singapore from New Zealand and Brunei and not the other way around. And the effective date for all this to happen would be 8th September 2020. And thirdly, your status in New Zealand or Brunei doesn't matter. You can be a citizen, you can be a resident, you could even be a tourist from another country, as long as it's a direct flight in from New Zealand or Brunei and you have remained in New Zealand or Brunei for a minimum of 14 days, you're fine. Here are 6 things you need to do before you board that plane heading to Singapore. Number 1, you need to get your air travel pass done. This air travel pass is something like an entry permit that is issued by the authorities in Singapore. It can be done online and there's absolutely no charge for it. I'll put the link down below, go check it out. Number 2, you would need a visa if your passport requires a visa for you to come in to Singapore. Number 3, what you need to do is to get your arrival card done prior to your departure. This arrival card can be done online as well and there's no charge to it. I'll put the link down somewhere below. Do take note that you would have to submit your travel history and health declaration in it as well. Number 4, you would need to download and install the Trace Together app on your mobile phone. Now, this Trace Together app is an app which actually helps with the contact tracing if something were to go wrong while you are in Singapore. Do bear in mind that you may be denied entry onto the plane if you do not have this app installed on your phone. Before we get to item 5 and 6, just want to fill you in that you will be doing a COVID-19 test upon arrival in Singapore, which will now lead us to the 5th and 6th thing that you need to do. Number 5, you would need to pre-book an accommodation that will keep you in for 1 to 2 days while you await for the results of your COVID-19 test. The requirement spells it out that you would need a non-residential unit which has its own private attached bathrooms. What I'm going to recommend to you is that go to the Singapore Hotel Association website. I'll put the link down somewhere below. They have a list of hotels which are actually which have been approved for this purpose. So what I'm going to suggest to you, choose one of the hotels for your entire stay in Singapore, of which the first 1-2 days you would be in isolation as you await for the test results. I've had a quick look at the hotels. They cover a very wide range of budget and the locations are pretty good as well. Go check it out. And number 6, this is not mandatory, but I am recommending you to register and prepay for your COVID-19 test upon arrival in Singapore. The cost to it would be Singapore dollars 300 and it can be done online. Go check the link out. And there you have it. These are the 6 things that you need to take care of even before you board that flight on to Singapore. Upon arrival in Singapore, you would be doing your COVID-19 test, after which you are required to get to your place of accommodation on your own in a private transport. So taxis fall into this category. So for convenience, I'll just suggest get to the taxi stand, take a taxi to your accommodation, and you will be in isolation at your accommodation for 1 to 2 days waiting for the test results. So when the test results come out and they're negative, which means you're fine, you're good to go. Our tourist attractions are open, malls, shopping, dining, they're all open, but of course entry may be limited at peak hours. Wear a mask whenever you're out in the public areas and do maintain a safety distance from others as well. Before we end this video, one very important thing that I have to highlight to you is that should you fail the test, which means you have the COVID-19 virus, you would have to seek immediate medical treatment at one of our medical facilities, and you will have to bear the full medical treatment costs at unsubsidized rates. Thank you very much for watching. For more information and insights on Singapore, do subscribe to this channel, and I will see you again.